Hello everyone, Amod here from the Target Common YouTube channel, and today we are going to see a very common problem in the testers. So we know that learning automation tools or programming language are now necessary for testers, because if you go for any interviews they will ask you programming questions. They will expect you to know some automation testing tools, maybe web based automation tools or API automation tools, or maybe both, right? So if you say now that okay, I just have the functional testing knowledge and I don't use any tools, so there are high chances that you'll not get the interview calls or salary as well, to be honest. So you cannot give any excuse now like no, I don't want to learn, I don't see any reason to learn it. Whether whatever, irrespective of what experience you have, you need to learn. But I have seen so many questions around this. Like I have started learning, but I am not able to learn it. Okay. So what is the main reason, or what steps we are taking wrong, or why we are not able to reach that step where I can write some automation code, I can understand others' code and all. So the path is nothing like for seniors or for more numbers of years of experience it's more different, or for freshers or less number of experience guy it's different. It's the same path, but the problem is the how you go to that path. Okay, what mistakes you are making, whether you are doing well, whether you are taking the right steps or not. All these problems we are going to talk today. But if I ask this question, if you're struggling to learn automation testing tools or programming language, so first thing you should ask one question: why am I not able to learn automation testing? The first question, I need to be very honest. You might come up with multiple excuses seriously, but I think there's only one reason of this problem is inconsistency. Inconsistency is the major turn off. What is inconsistency? Today, maybe suppose today after watching my video, you decided that okay, I will learn automation testing, and I will learn Selenium, I will learn Redshift, I will learn some JavaScript, I will learn some plural site, whatever tools I have, I will learn everything. So you are highly motivated. Tomorrow you go and just select okay, whether to learn Java or JavaScript or Selenium or Redshift. You directly went and picked one language. Okay, and then started first day you spend good amount of time, and from next day you are gone. You are not revising, or you are not continuing that thing, and that is the problem. For us it's not too hard to learn or understand the concept, but the problem is that we are not consistent to learn that. If you learn something today, you need to revise next day and you need to continue from there. It's not like that you finish one chapter today then finish another chapter after 15 days or after 1 month. Seriously, you'll not remember. Okay, that is the biggest problem. I understand, if you don't have consistency you cannot learn anything. That is for that is hard fact. You need to be consistent. If you want to see, if you go to YouTube and search Josh Kaufman for the first 20 hours, you'll get one TEDx link. I will suggest you go and watch that video. That guy suggests, or that guy says that you can learn anything in 20 hours, but that 20 hours should be continuous hours. It's not like that 1 hour today, 1 hour after 30 days. It's not like that you need to go on and go on and it will keep continuing for 1 year. Then you will not able to learn. Okay, so from my point of view, only problem you will face if you are not able to learn automation testing, that is because you are not consistent. So here I have listed out some common excuses given by the testers who wants to learn the automation testing. First thing, we know that programming is the key. You cannot escape from the programming language. You need to learn to be an automation tester. Okay, so first thing, I am from testing background, so I see the mindset. If you are in engineering college, right, so you go and you learn all the subjects there, correct? Maybe if you are from IT or CSE, so you must have learned the programming languages. But as soon as you come to jobs and suppose your profile is testing, so automatically you will develop one mindset that okay, I am a tester, I no need to learn programming language. I don't have the sharp minds like developers, because developers write the code, developers write very advanced code which we test, but I don't know how to write and I don't need to learn also. That mindset is bad. Being from a testing background doesn't mean that you are privileged not learning from not learning programming language. Okay, you need to remove that mindset. I have more years of experience or I have less years of experience. So I have seen people who has more than like 12 years or 15 years of experience. They are saying that if I start learning today, how I will get the job or how I will perform better in interviews, because they will not have that much experience, and interview they will expect more. Yeah, that's true. If you are attending the interviews in Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, so obviously I feel that they ask a lot from. If you just say that you have only done, you have gone through some courses or you have some taken some training, so obviously they will not going to consider as much. But if you perform well in the interview, like whatever they ask, okay, if that you answer them, so there are chances that you might be selected. Or if you are working in a company and you have the automation experience, automation knowledge, you can ask for some project where the automation is there. You can get some hands-on experience there. So scope is always there. You just need to find. You cannot simply give the excuse like I have more years of experience, so if I learn now I cannot get the project or cannot get a new job. So that will not work. Then I have less years of experience. So like I have seen maybe okay, I have just 2 years of experience. Why to learn now? After 5 or 6 years, I will start learning. So that's again wrong mindset. Your number of experience will not decide when to learn. If you are thinking about that, that is very bad, and that will be really a big problem in growth. Okay, so you need to remove this mindset and you need to be prepared. Whatever the number of experience you have, you need to learn. Why? Because in IT, there's nothing like one programming language or one automation tool will be there always. Today, Java is popular, but you can see JavaScript is also popular, Python is also popular. Okay, TypeScript also coming on. And if you see the tools like Selenium, there's so many web automation tools, there are so many API automation tools, and you cannot just say that okay, after 5 years I will learn Selenium, then after 5 years I will learn the what do you call that, the web.io and other tools. No, that will not work. You need to have a mindset that you can learn anything, and if you are given chance to work on a project and on new tools, you can work on that. Okay, then too many programming language, I agree. Sometimes I also get frustrated. Okay, how many programming language you need to learn? Java, JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, C Sharp, .NET. There's so many things actually. Those so many programming languages. But it's not that like you need to learn everything, right? You no need to learn every programming language, or no need to learn each and every concept of programming language. If you see, if you know, or if you learn one programming language and try to learn another programming language, so you will find so many similarities. You just need to understand okay, what is syntax, what is the how we can implement the same logic. Like suppose if you implement something map in Java, so how can you implement the same concept in other programming languages? There is something similar to that. So it will be just need to relate. You need to be expert in one programming language and then you can relate it in another programming languages. Okay, it's nothing like that. Everything will be changed. Okay, so that is the thing. So don't confuse or don't get stressed. Okay, there are so many programming language. How I will learn it? Same thing goes for too many automation tools. Compared to programming language, we have so many automation tools. So many automation tools really. But again, same answer. No need to learn everything, and no need to learn each and every concept of all the tools or any tool. You need to start. Okay, because if you suppose take the example of Selenium. So you have the locator concept. Whatever application you go, whatever tools you are going to use, location will be similar. Then the logic, like what your driver, then handling the window frames or clicking, send cage, performing assertion, many things might be similar in other tools. So it's not like that you need to learn everything, and because that concepts will be completely changed. Okay, so that case will not be there. There will be changes obviously, because they are different tools. They are providing different kind of flexibility. Some tools are providing you the ready-made methods. Some tools are not providing ready-made methods for maybe for some for in some tools for taking the screenshot, running the test case. You need to do other stuff, but for others they are providing inbuilt. So if you start learning, then okay, okay, this tool is better, this tool is providing that kind of thing. That doesn't mean that okay, you are just at the beginning only you are getting frustrated. Okay, why so many tools? I cannot learn it really. You are learning one thing and someone asks question on some other tool, you are diverted. So that you need to control. You need to focus on one, and then that will give you the path to learn other tools and languages. Okay. I don't understand programming concepts. This is the problem faced by many testers in beginning. Obviously, programming is not so simple so that you can simply read once and you can be pro in that. Once you learn the concept, try to understand. If you don't understand, refer some other tools, refer some other references, and try to learn, try to practice on that. Okay, it's nothing that it will be like out of box concepts. You just need to understand what it is saying, why it is saying, what is the use, how can we use it. Take the copy and pen, practice it, open any id, try that code, observe the output, observe the input, see how you are writing the syntax, observe why this output, automatically get the concept. If not, you have so many like social media channel, you can have stack outflow, you can ask anywhere. Okay, ask the questions, you'll understand the concept. If you understand the concept seriously, you'll not forget it. If you mug up, you'll forget it. We know, just for an example, we know what is overloading and overriding. But many people, whenever I take the interviews, I see many people simply saying the what you call definition, which they must have seen on the internet. But if I ask them to write some code for that, where you can uh, showcase your overloading and overriding concepts, so they are not able to do that one, because they just know the definition. They don't understand that one. That's why they are stuck. But if you try to understand why the output is this, automatically understand the concepts. Same thing, I am not able to write the code because you are lacking practice, you are not consistent, you are just complete turning the pages, and you are not actually understanding the complete code. Okay, it's okay if you're taking more time, but it is best. It will give you the confidence. If you understand the concept, you can go with confidence to learn another chapter. If you don't understand one thing, it will be in your mind. Okay, but obviously if you are confused with some place, don't stop or don't get frustrated. You need to continue. Just note that doubt and ask someone to, if some seniors to you, or whoever, like social media, LinkedIn, you just ask there. Okay, but don't stop, don't get frustrated. If you just put the full stop there after getting one doubt, or you're not understanding the concept, then you cannot learn. You need to note down that. Obviously you cannot understand everything first time only. You need to give time to that. I cannot think of logic, because you require the practice. Because one guy I remember, I asked them a programming interview like how to reverse the array. That guy was, I think, 8 years of experience, and he said that in morning only he practiced this code, but he not able to write in the interview. Okay, I asked, okay, so what is the logic? What don't write the code, but same as the logic. So he was just confused with the logic also. So where is the problem? He read the logic given by someone else, but he's not understanding what actually it is doing. Okay, if you just as a layman also, you can understand. Okay, what should I do to get the string reversed? right? So that is the thing, whatever you are reading, try to understand that one, then only you will understand the concept, you can write it. Because you cannot remember the code, okay, for loop I here then use this a of this and that, you will not understand that one, and that will not even work if you if you somehow write the program interviews, and if you're not performing job, then it is problem again. Then how much to learn? People, these are two important, two repetitive or mostly asked not interview, mostly asked questions, like how much Java is required to learn Selenium, or how much same is required to clear the interviews. There is no answer of that. You need to learn, you need to start at this, right? You cannot decide the cap at the starting only. You just start, see the chapters. If you take the core Java book, you just see the chapters, okay, and start from there. Or take any Udemy courses, start from there. You at the first only you want to decide, okay, how much I need to learn. Someone said, okay, no need to learn threading. Okay, I see many automation testers are not focusing on thread concepts, and they want to apply the parallel education. You are left the chapter in core Java, and you are trying to achieve the parallel execution in Selenium. How it is possible? How you will understand? It's not like that one answer in the test in XML, you just pass the parallel equal to test or methods or classes. That is just to answer, but how it is running, what is multi-threading environment, how it is picking the test cases. If you don't understand, then it's waste. Okay, so don't try to put that cap. Okay, there's some chapters which you can keep at the end, but you need to cover. Okay, don't put the cap at the beginning only. Why to learn all concept? I agree, don't learn all the concept at once. You have time to learn, you need to give time. Interview level is tough. It is tough when you don't make the logic or don't think of the logic. Whenever I take the interviews, I give the time, okay, take your time, think about the logic, then write the code. But as soon as I ask the question, they will start writing some code. They don't have any logic at the mind. They are writing the code and they are thinking of the logic. That will never work. You need to think of the logic, then write the code. Confused with a lot of resources, I agree. There are so many resources, and it is really difficult to decide which resource is best. But I always suggest that you need to go through with the feedback, you need to go through the comments, you need to go to the reviews, or you can check the Udemy ratings and all. Pick from there. It's not like that someone is teaching only correct things, someone is teaching the wrong things. It's just that how someone is trying to explain that. If someone is explaining better, but someone is not covering all the concepts, someone is trying to cover everything, but they are not explaining all the concepts. So you just go through. If you feel like, okay, this guy is explaining properly, then continue with that. If you think that, okay, I'm not getting the flow, I'm not understanding the concept, leave, try some another resource. Maybe after going through some another resource, when you come back to this resource, you will understand better. I've just list down something here. Like I said that programming language is always the key to learn automation testing, and you need to start with one. You need to start only with one programming language. You cannot learn Java and Python parallelly until you are superhero or heroine. You cannot learn. So you start from one programming language. Be it Java, be it Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, whatever you want to learn, but you start with one programming language. Okay, if you want to learn JavaScript or you want to learn some web developer IO tools, that doesn't mean that you need to go and learn the Java first. Because I have seen so many comments, start with Java. Someone has asked the questions, okay, I want to learn web developer IO, so or which programming language I need to learn. So many comments I see, learn Java. Why to learn Java? You can start with JavaScript and you can come back to Java later. Choose from where to learn. You need to decide. This is the deciding factor and the starting point. Okay, from where to learn. But sometimes it happens, okay, you are following one resources and suppose you don't understand one concept. Note it down. Maybe you can find that in another resources. You can refer there, because the same topic can be explained by multiple people with the different concepts, right, or different style. So that you need to learn. Correct. Set the target. This is the key again, because you need to be consistent. You need to decide how many hours you are going to give on daily basis, how you are going to revise, how you are going to when you are going to complete the course, and how much your time going to give in practice. This target you have to set and need to be stick to that. If you're not sticking to your target, I am damn sure you cannot learn. You cannot spend 6 months to one year to learn one concept. Even you not remember anything. Set the target as soon as possible. Complete it, and really you'll get the confidence. You can revise it again, because it's not like that you learn the programming language directly jump to the automation tools. You can revise that one. You have ample time. You utilize the time, but you need to give the timing. You need to give the hours. Be focused and consistent. Practice. You need to see that how much time you are going to practice. You can, if you are just you can, there's so many to website where you can practice the questions. You can see, okay, let me test my knowledge, how much I know, how much I remember. You can obviously go for that. Or sometimes if you are not feeling sleepy, you can just put the headphone and just listen the concepts. Okay, you can do that one also. Just revise. Suppose you learn the concept of threading. Just put any chapter, any YouTube video on threading. Just listen to it. There's no need to see also, but just listen. Maybe you'll get. Solve programming question. Again, this is the key, and you need to solve them to build the logic. Do not bother about automation tool as of now. When you are learning programming language, don't think of the automation tool. First learn the programming language and complete it. Okay, then select automation tool to learn. Same thing, same gyan, actually same knowledge, or same what you gonna same lecture. You don't need to learn all the automation tools. You start with one, set the target, choose from where to learn, be focused and consistent practice. There's no separate instruction for the learning automation tools and programming language. The key is the same. You need to decide what to learn and how much time you're going to give it, and how much you are going to be consistent. If you are consistent, you are able to learn. Okay, once you know, once if you suppose you start with the Java Selenium, you know Java, you know Selenium. Now if you want to learn any Java based automation tool, you can learn easily, right? Because the many concept of Selenium will be there. You may find some different syntax. Here writing the switch to window, there you write a switch window. You never, this will be only changes, or some implementation will be changes. Maybe say you need to write more codes, but in other program, another tools, you know, need to write so many codes. So you need to observe these things. You need to be pro in one tool, so that only you can relate to in another tools. Okay, same thing goes with the programming language as well.